It's not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, the SEC has charged some trucking executives with running a Ponzi scheme. And allegedly, this Ponzi scheme was targeted against Haitians in Florida. They would get them to invest in trucks, or allegedly invest in trucks, and then they would get like a part of how much revenue the truck made over a certain period of time. But in reality, they were just taking their money and using new money rather, to pay old money in order to keep the scheme going. They weren't actually investing the money in any new trucks, so there was no revenue from the trucks. Now, why this is important to me, or why I think it's important to the community, is this. They started running this scheme in April of 2021 until June of 2023. So within a 2-year span, they allegedly made like over $100 million or something like that. But it is a crazy part. Is a crazy part. The SEC found resources to go after a trucking company that was stealing from allegedly Haitians. That's the SEC's report from 2021 to 2023. Somehow they found the resources and were able to investigate this Ponzi scheme, this fraud that was affecting these Haitians. But the bad actors that have been naked shorting AMC and GME since 2020 to 2024, there's never any resources to do an investigation. There's never any resources to lock any of these bad actors up. And these guys, they said, made $100 million. The bad actors that have been naked shorting AMC, GME, and other stocks have stolen trillions of dollars from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. Yet somehow these guys are never brought to justice. But the guys who allegedly ran the Ponzi scheme on the Haitians, in less than a year after the scheme stopped, they are locked up. They are charged with a Ponzi scheme. They're charged with fraud. The SEC is on them. But somehow, the bad actors that have been robbing and stealing from us for 4 years, the SEC still has not gotten around to investigating the fraud and corruption in the play. Could it be that these alleged Ponzi scheme guys who were taking advantage of Haitians weren't paying off the right politicians? I mean, that Ponzi scheme would take a lot longer to investigate than a Ponzi scheme involving shares that are traded on the open market, that you can see every single trade every single day, and you can go into the dog pool and see the trades every single day. So how did they find resources to do a more in-depth, more crazy investigation than a simple investigation into counterfeit shares into AMC and GME? It's because they don't care. You can rob and steal from retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules if you are big enough and you're paying off the right donating to the right politicians and have the right connections in the government, the right connections in the SEC, the right connections in the DOJ, the right connections in the FBI. I mean, at this point, it's absolutely crazy. They always find resources to go after the small criminals, but the big dogs stealing trillions, never any resources to go after them. When this investigation about the fraud in AMC and GME would be a simpler investigation. You know why? Because all the evidence is available to the SEC. All the evidence is available to the DOJ. All the evidence is available to the FBI. They don't even need to subpoena the evidence because it is traded every single day on the public market. They just refuse to protect retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules when the person that's robbing us is down with them. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that it's a little strange that they found money to do an investigation like in 1 year, but for 4 years they still haven't investigated the fraud and corruption in AMC and GME? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.